A three-day weekend filled with dozens of arrests has left the Spokane County Jail and court system struggling to keep up with the flow of suspected criminals. The jail enters its emergency status when the inmate population rises above 620 prisoners. And this morning, the jail was holding 645 inmates. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is live at the jail. And Jeff, right now the staff is having to book and release inmates.
Robin, if your husband caught someone red-handed breaking into your car, that thief would be booked here into the Spokane County Jail, but then allowed to go free until their next court appearance. Right now, our overcrowded jail definitely sending the wrong message to criminals.
This is a probable cause arrest. We're requesting bond in the amount of $5,000.
Yakov Burlichenko is one of 144 people arrested over the Memorial Day weekend. Because he's charged with a felony, Burlichenko was held until he could appear before a judge this afternoon. But other alleged crooks, especially those suspected of property crimes, are getting photographed and fingerprinted here in the jail's booking area and then released.
Property crimes, although in this case would be considered minor, they affect our citizens. And we know that our citizens want those persons that are committing those offenses to be incarcerated.
Corrections deputies don't like releasing suspected criminals, but have to make room in the jail for violent or repeat offenders.
When our count reaches a total number of 620 inmates in our facility over a 24-hour period, we have to institute some kind of changes to the policy to prevent things from happening internally.
And last Sunday, there were internal problems inside the Spokane County Jail. A near riot broke out when lighting on the 6th floor was turned off earlier than inmates expected.
Essentially, a new deputy comes on duty, turns their lighting off around 11 p.m. They were dissatisfied with that to the point where they started acting out, inciting others to act out. Kicking on the doors, banging on doors.
When inmates threatened to flood their cells, deputies turned off their water. Instigators were moved to another module, but overcrowding limited their options. Our jail is a powder keg, and corrections deputies struggle to keep it from exploding all too often.
We're getting very adept at it. We would like not to, because ultimately it leads to injuries to staff, injuries to inmates, and some public safety risk.
Now, Spokane voters were going to have a chance to approve funding a new jail in November, but that bond issue was postponed. So now the corrections staff will have to continue juggling surges in the jail population. And bear in mind, we still have a long, hot summer ahead of us. Reporting live at the jail, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.